Hey guys, Pride here. Um, I was scrolling through the comments. I believe it was last week when I found a comment that requested a Fluffle deck profile. So here it is, an updated deck profile. I also plan on doing a for hire deck profile, and I'm working on a 40 card FTK build for my dangers. So I'll let you know how that turns out. Anyway, let's get to started. The build hasn't really changed much. I mean, you still got the fundamentals. You got the Stratus of the deck, 3 dog. Searches any Fluffle or Edgem Sabers. We got some draw power. The triple penguin. And we got the main combo of draw power right here. 2 bear and 2 wings. I find this is the optimal amount you should run. So it's not too cloggy and you'll still see it enough. Next, the one-ofs of the Fluffles. We got 1 cat, 1 owl, and 1 sheep. I know a lot of people are cutting this, but I still find it useful because it'll help you link someone to Mrs. Radiant in case you can't get Seraph Knight out. And Fluffle out is actually like another poly, so if you don't have any other in your deck, you can pay 500 to fuse. Plus, that also helps you out Secret Villages, Spellcasters, and Anti-Spell. And this is just to keep your plays going. When this is used for Fusion Summon, you get poly back from your graveyard. Alright, that's it for the Fluffles. I run 1 Edgem Sabers. 3 Edgem Chains. 1 of the main searchers of the deck. And finally, 2 King of the Swamp. And now for the 2 cards that don't have to do with this archetype whatsoever. Of course, I'm running the Brilliant build, so I have Gemini Garnet. And a new card that was recently released to us not too long ago. I'm sure we can all recognize the Dino Wrestler. I cannot pronounce his name for the life of me. Pank or Top. So whatever. Shut up. I know I'm butchering the name. Shut up. Anyway, this card is seriously awesome going second. I mean, you can special it from your hand if your opponent controls more monsters than you do. I believe, and plus it has another ability. Let's see what it says here. It says you contribute 1 Dino Wrestler, then target 1 card your opponent controls and destroy it. You can actually also use that effect on himself, so you can summon him, tribute it to get rid of a problem monster like I don't know, the Interior Beast. So that's some. And besides, it's like a free 2600 point monster. That's pretty awesome. Anyway, that's it for the monsters, and as we all know, I like to build a deck to where it has 0 defense and mostly offense. I know that can backfire a lot, but if you keep pounding away your opponent, they can't stop all of it. Next, okay, now, like I said, now for the spells. You got the main spell on the deck, Toy Vendor. Discard 1 card, draw it. If it's Fluffle monster, spell summon 1 monster from your hand. If it's not, it goes straight to the grave. We got 3 Polymerization. I went with the original art because I've been a fan since the first gen. So, can you really blame me for going with the original art? Now, this is actually from Fusion Enforcers. So it's not the original, but it's still pretty cool. Next, we got the new card that we have been waiting years for. And finally, the Egyptian gods have graced us with the card. Frightfur Patchwork. This card is seriously awesome. You once activated, you can only activate 1 a turn, but it doesn't matter. Unless you search out any Edge Imp. And a Polymerization. This is virtually the only card that will let you search out Edgem Chains. Okay, if that's not awesome, I don't know what is. Next, we got 3 Brilliant Fusion. Again, this is Brilliant Fusion sends Garnet and Fluffle Wings to the grave to summon Seraph Knight. Next, we got another card to add more materials. 3 Foolish Barrel of Goods. I know a lot of people are like cutting it down to 2, but I still feel 3 is the optimal card. Activate it, send Toy Vendor to the grave, and get Toy Vendor search effect. And besides, if you have more than one in your hand, you use it, get Bear out, get Toy Vendor, and discard another one for the Toy Vendor effect. Next, I run one Frightfur Fusion and Frightfur Factory. Now, I know a lot of people are actually cutting this right now, but I'm still keeping mine because I still believe that because with the way the deck runs and how fast you blow through your cards, I believe having all the fusion cards you can get in this deck is really good. So having Frightfur Factory as an extra poly really helps out a lot. Besides, I got like a dozen different fusion spells in this deck. Next, for the final two spell, are defense against hand traps. 2 called by the grave. Like I said, this is our only defense against hand traps. So, yeah. That's it for the main deck. Now it's time for the extra deck. The extra deck still hasn't changed much, but there are some new cards in there. We'll start with the fusion monsters. First, we got 3 of the main fusion. For Sabretooth. Literally, one of the toughest monsters in this deck and one of the most annoying to face. Once you use 3 materials, it's nearly indestructible. The only way, there's still a handful of ways to get rid of it, but it can't be destroyed by battle or by card effects. So that really limits your options. And besides, if you're facing an overpowered monster, you can switch it to defense and it becomes like an invincible wall. Next, we got Frightfur Kraken, a card that can help you get past even the most toughest of monsters. Because its effect, once per turn, you can send a card from you can target one monster your opponent controls and send it. It doesn't destroy. So you can send the monster to the grave. Big difference right there. Plus, after it attacks, though it has one drawback. If you do that, it can't attack directly. And after it attacks, you're allowed to switch it to defense. And with 3,000 defense, that's pretty good. Next, we got Daredevil. I mostly bring him out during Game 3. Because of his burn effect, and that really comes in handy because of these new time rules. Other than that, you'll probably only ever see me playing in one of the other games if I have game right there and I just need the extra powerhouse right there. Next, we got two of one of my favorite putty cats. Frightfur Tiger. Tiger. I gotta admit, this card's pretty awesome, and it gives you major power boost for all your Frightfur monsters. Once fusion summoned, it can destroy cards on the field equal to the number of fusion materials used to summon it. And besides, all your Frightfurs gain 300 attack and for each Frightfur and Fluffle you control. But the downside is you can only have one Tiger out at a time. Next, I run one Wolf, kind of like Tiger, but except it doesn't give a power boost. And it doesn't destroy, but it can attack the same number of times as equal to the number of fusion materials you use to summon it. Next, we got one Frightfur Sheep, one of the best fusion monsters we have, and one of the most annoying for our opponents to play. Because when it attacks, your opponent can't do jack to stop it. Next, for the final fusion, Gem Knight Seraph Knight. Like I said, just for the normal summon. Next, I run 4 links. That's 11 fusion, and now for the links. I run 1 Underclock Taker, 1 Mrs. Radiant, 1 Decode Talker. Now, we all know these are all these 3 I ran before, but I actually took out Saryuja for Link Karibo. Because sometimes when, let's see here. Sometimes when you don't have wings in your hand and you manage to get and you already activated Toy Vendor's effect. Well, but actually, say you activate Toy Vendor's effect and you draw wings off that card. You can special wings, link it away for Link Karibo, and then you get the use wings effect. So, it's not a card you'll play a lot, but it really helps to get wings in the grave in case you draw it off a Toy Vendor. Anyway, that is my Fluffle deck build currently. I hope you enjoy it, and I can't wait to show you what I my for hires and my danger FTK when I finish that. Anyway, please like, subscribe, share to your friends, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.